On this trip, dressing formal. So on my hip, just feel like it's long.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Spurs come into town. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Alan LaForce reporting from the sideline.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attack the rim.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
Spurs working the ball around now. A pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the rebound. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
To the paint. Back to Vassell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. 7-point differential. Shea in the corner. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Young from outside. A rebound by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. What a creative shot by Castle, opting for the soft touch.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better. And he's such a big guy. Porzingis can just power through a foul and convert with ease.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Wembanyama, right side. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Atlanta leading by 9. Pass to Porzingis. Johnson in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range. 6 points for Jalen Johnson.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
On the wing, Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Castle with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Wembanyama on the follow. Wembanyama's got 5.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Wembanyama. He has 5. Out to the right wing. Back to Johnson. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Daniel. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Castle. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Hawks lead by 13. And back with the start of the second. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And so here's Atlanta. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Spurs on defense, trailing by 13.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
To the wing on the left. Rizachet. And the three ball is good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the knee had collapsed on him.
And the basket by Vassell.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Buries the long-range jumper. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And here's Barnes for 3. Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Yeah, if you give Rizachet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
How about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. And a wide open look for Daniel. Good on the three-point shot. Daniels has got 5 points so far.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Rizachet wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Rizachet's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hawks. And that one's good, Barnes.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Back to Young. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And here's Johnson outside. San Antonio with the rebound. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
You know, that's one of those passes where you just say, uh-oh, as soon as it leaves your hand.
And the Spurs with some changes. Lets the three fly. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs trail by 11. And it's Bryant missing. Left side, Porzingis shoots from the elbow. And that one comes up a bit short. To the left side wing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. At one point they led by 16. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fires the three. Hits the three.
Watch Matilda, watch me drive the foreign with my kneecap. Before they close it. Goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep